Amazing Fun Facts presents Top 10 Greatest Weapons That Were Never Used. Number 10. Tsar Bomba. Imagine a piece of the sun about 2.2 miles in diameter suddenly appearing overhead. Now, imagine that 2-mile fusion fireball, itself bigger than the whole blast radius of the Hiroshima bomb, suddenly explodes, releasing all of its energy and simply vaporizing everything in a 20-mile radius. That's the entire city of London, turned into ash. Everything within 50 miles dies within hours, and within 100 miles a couple days later. The mushroom cloud could be seen from 100 miles away, and the fallout could spread from New York to Colorado. The Tsar Bomba was never so much a weapon as it was a statement to the West: beware the power of Mother Russia. Number 9. LUN Classic Ranoplan. Ekranoplans don't actually fly, they're ground effect vehicles, riding on a cushion of compressed air trapped between the ground and their stubby wings. The 301-foot LUN class pictured screamed at 350 miles an hour about 60 feet above the water, and the Russian Navy actually did use it through the 1990s as a transport vessel. Good thing for us, since a single Ekranoplan would have carried more than enough nuclear ordnance to destroy every major city on the East Coast. Number 8. Excalibur Space Laser. That might sound like a Dr. Evil doomsday weapon, but this laser was meant to prevent doomsday for the United States. It was designed as part of a missile defense system, and would have been used to shoot down incoming ICBMs while they were near orbit themselves. Technical problems, as well as the inability to target multiple warheads, kept this one from becoming a reality, but we could easily do it with modern technology. The Air Force is already working with airplane-mounted laser cannons to do exactly the same thing. Number 7. SLAM Missile. ICBMs are usually pretty easy to detect on radar, but the SLAM missile would have changed all that. Traveling at Mach 4 below enemy radar with a nuclear-powered jet engine, this bad boy would have irradiated everything in its path without warning and probably would have evoked World War III, which is why it never went into service. Number 6. Space Marines. The Small Unit Space Transport and Insertion Orbiter and its 13 Space Marines would be carried to high altitude on the belly of an even more bizarre-looking mothership called White Knight. It would use its rocket booster to fly into low orbit. There, it could either hang out for a few hours awaiting the right time to strike, or fly to the other side of the planet in less than an hour. Number 5. Nuclear ICBMs. For all their destructive potential, nuclear ICBMs have never once been used in anger. It's probably not fair to call them useless, since ICBMs did play a vital role as a deterrent, and prevented a Third World War that so many believed was inevitable. This is one unused weapon that we should all be happy stayed that way. Number 4. Japanese I-400 aircraft carrying submarine. It's not the only submarine ever to carry aircraft inside, but it was the first. This secret weapon of the Japanese Navy in World War II was originally conceived by General Yamamoto, who saw this stealth weapon as Japan's only hope of hitting the United States or the Panama Canal. It carried 3 Siren attack planes armed with either bombs or anti-ship torpedoes, and used a unique side-by-side double hull to keep from tipping over with the weight of the aircraft hangar on top. Number 3. XB70 Valkyrie. The ridiculously awesome Valkyrie would have used a unique compression lift body and tons of power to sustain Mach 3 at 70,000 feet. Its frontal view would have also made it difficult to spot on radar in time to scramble fighters. Apart from massive budget overruns and a new focus on slimming down the military, the Valkyrie was ultimately done in by the newest generation of ultra-fast surface-to-air missiles, which rendered the Valkyrie's speed of little use. Number 2. F22 Raptor. The Raptor has never been used in battle in the 25 years since it was invented. The world's first fifth-generation fighter has yet to find a target deserving of risking its expensive hide, especially since the Soviet Union collapsed. True, there are other fifth-generation fighters out there, but they're all still playing catch-up to the F-22 in terms of design and performance. And since it went out of production in 2009, due for replacement by about 2020, it's unlikely this ultimate bird of prey will ever fire a single shot in battle. It's unlikely it will ever be taken out of its original packaging. Number 1. Hortenho 229. This German plane was the world's first stealth aircraft ever built. The only problem was that the war ended before the aircraft could be introduced, with most historians agreeing that the plane would have had a massive impact in the war if it had been introduced sooner.